Hello, and welcome back to the Spooky Swans podcast. I'm Josh,
And I'm Jess.
and this week was my pick. I spun the wheel last time, and I landed on it was 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yep, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So you had mentioned that you were like, I'm not going to pick an 80s because we do quite a bit of 80s. And then you were like, well, let's see.
I almost did. So for days, I wanted to pick, I'll just say it, I was going to pick The Lost Boys
Hmm.
because I've been watching it a lot recently. Um, but then last night, we were just kind of hanging out before putting that movie on, watching movie trailers, waiting for it to get dark. And then this one popped up, and immediately I thought of my childhood because I grew up on this movie. And that is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes. So this one is not particularly a horror movie. It's kind of classified as like family horror. Like it's a kid's movie,
Yeah.
but it is another Crybaby Lane situation. It is another, like, it was advertised for kids. It's, I think it still could pass as a kid's movie. I just say that the whole concept of it and the plot and trolls in it, very creepy.
Some of the best use of practical effects I think I've seen
Yeah.
because there's no CGI back then, so it's all costumes and stuff like that, and it looked incredible. I
So
thought
were the trolls midgets?
they no, I mean they were normal height. It's just their heads were huge, so they made them look shorter, even though they're
You
technically
think?
yeah.
Some of them looked kind of small.
I guess some of them maybe,
Maybe
but
there was midgets in there.
maybe yeah.
Tiffany, that one's for you.
But if you guys aren't familiar with who Ernest is, it's fine. He was very big in the 80s and 90s. He's played by Jim Varney. Ernest is a character that he did for a very long time because he started off doing, I think they had him in like commercials for different things, and then that sprung into like a TV show, which then turned into a bunch of movies.
Is that like that other guy? Gonna have to help me out here. Pee
Mm.
Wee.
Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah,
Pee Wee Herman had his own TV series.
I hated that guy.
I I love Pee Wee Herman.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, it's
He
fine.
freaked me out. As a child, I remember watching some of his stuff and I was like, he freaks me out.
He's weird.
He's
He
weird,
is very weird.
but
His
he's
movie,
uncomfortable weird.
I don't. Yeah, to I guess to some people,
Yeah.
he's a big kid. That's his whole
To
shtick.
me, as a child, I remember feeling very uncomfortable watching his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, so I guess technically Ernest is the same way. He's a big, lovable idiot.
And I feel like if I had watched this as a child, he would have freaked me out too. But because Josh was like, this is something I've watched from my childhood
Mm,
and had one day put it on for me, he was like, oh, we should watch this movie. The first time around that I watched this movie, we watched this one and When Good Ghouls Go Bad,
hmm
which is another great one.
Yeah, we're saving that for closer to Halloween, but we will be talking about that. Um, but no, Ernest. So he has like a million movies. You got just to name a few: Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to School, Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest Goes to Jail, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest in the Army. He does so many random movies, but this one is the one that always stuck with me. It's another movie I don't know where the hell it came from in our house. It just appeared one day and I watched it, and I've loved this movie ever since because it still freaks me out.
You did say that it freaked you out as a kid too.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at reviews on this movie, I know there are people out there that really love Rotten Tomatoes. This movie did not do well for Rotten Tomatoes. It got a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, on Popcorn Meter, it got a 52%. So that's audience score.
I still feel like it's too low. This isn't a bad movie. It's stupid, but it's, like, not bad.
It's stupid, but I was reading through the comments and a lot of people were like, "I watched this as a child and I freaked out."
Yeah,
And people were like, "I was scared of it as a child." So I think that's kind of why people were kinda give it a more middle,
pure childhood fear.
yes,
Yeah.
rating,
Alright.
'cause a lot of the comments from the audience was, "I watched this as a kid." I know the first comment was like, "I watched this as a kid and I forced my little brother to sleep with me
Yeah.
for a very long time afterwards because it freaked me out."
But you watch this movie and there's 2 characters in particular that you will if you're a Disney fan, you will recognize their voices. One is Ernest, Jim Varney. You will recognize him from Toy Story, and he's also in Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh,
Um, the other one, big name, Eartha Kitt. You will she's been a star all her life, but you will recognize her as Yzma.
pull the lever, Crunk.
Yep,
Run, Lena!
that is exactly who she is, and she I don't know, she looks like Yzma.
They
It
they made her look
it
like her.
yeah, it worked
Yeah.
out perfectly because she looks exactly like the character.
I'm pretty sure Yzma was her last character that she played
Yeah,
before she passed.
it's a damn shame.
Yeah. She also, sings Santa Baby.
Mhm,
Um, so a little fun fact for you guys, because a lot of people don't know that.
yeah. She's a huge star.
She's a huge star. She had a really tough upbringing too.
Yeah.
I remember I was going down the rabbit hole once of, like, reading up on her, and I was like, "Oh my god, this woman is phenomenal." Everything that she did with her career,
Yeah.
and she kept going until the day that she died, basically. She also played Madame Cerrone in Holes.
That's who she was. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you mentioned it, like, under your breath as we were watching the
that she was in
movie,
Holes, and I was started to sing Holes, the song. I was like, "Take it up, da, da."
and I was so focused on the movie that, like, you were saying it next to me, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But
Um,
I haven't seen Holes since it came out.
I know, I got the itch to watch it yesterday,
It's a great
but then I
movie.
was like, "Mhm, better go to bed. You have a 9 to 5, babe."
Yeah.
So,
Holes is a phenomenal movie.
I know, so maybe after this, I might no, probably not.
You'll have time.
Maybe, maybe not.
Um, but yeah, so this movie freaked me out as a kid. Watching it now, it still kind of freaks me out. Maybe it's from my childhood feelings coming back, but it's creepy at times.
I think the whole curse aspect of it is freaky too, because basically it has to do with evil trolls. As
Mhm.
we mentioned, the trolls freak us out. And the curse is that the one troll collects, he he has to collect 5 children and he turns them into these wooden dolls that are creepy,
Mhm.
creepy as shit, to generate the tree basically to have all these other trolls unleashed.
Mm,
And the way he takes the children is very creepy.
yeah, and he could throw his voice to sound like other people, and it's very creepy.
Yeah, almost like Pennywise a
Kind
little
of.
bit. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
But, yeah. So, all the creepiness mixed with Ernest being just a complete bumbling moron, it makes for one of my favorite childhood movies.
Yeah, he's the comedic relief in here. At one point of the movie, and we'll get there, but I'll just mention it real quick right now. At one point, Ernest has all these different characters that
Mm,
he pretends to be, like almost like a multi personalities.
mm,
And I remember watching that scene and being like, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Robin Williams. Like, if you've ever watched Fern Gully, Robin Williams plays a character named Batty in there.
mhm.
And Batty starts having these different personalities. Mind you, it's because he has an antenna stuck to his head, but
Yeah,
that's exactly what it reminded me of, and similar characters. I know Jeannie does it too.
yeah. You brought that up last night, and then
Mhm.
I mentioned that Jim Varney and Robin Williams were actually friends in real life, and there's, like, videos of them hanging out together, and their humor is exactly the same.
Yeah,
It's
exactly the same. Because I was like, it makes sense because their humor to a T
yeah,
is the
is
same.
perfect.
So maybe he'll bring you a little comfort with that
Yeah.
if you're missing Robin Williams.
You know what? It definitely will. I'll
Yeah.
say it definitely will. Um, but yeah, we'll dive in here. So the whole opening is clips from like classic black and white horror movies as the credits are rolling, mixed with Ernest being an idiot and messing around. And, it's a fun little opening, bit creepy if you're watching it alone in the dark. Um, but then we see a little girl who's clearly her first acting gig, and I'll mention why in a second, running through the woods. It's like the 1800s, 1900s. I don't know. I'm still not,
It said 1900s.
but yeah,
Yes, it didn't look like that.
it did not look like the
Yes, but
19.
it was the 1900s.
So she's running through the woods screaming, clearly being chased by something, and she backs up against a tree. And I could tell it's her first acting role because she's a huge smile on her face when she really shouldn't. And then you see a net come over and capture whatever's chasing her. And it gets wrapped up and chained, and all the townspeople throw it in a hole. And the priest is saying, like, here he shall be buried, and this tree will seal his fate. It's Ernest's great great grandfather. It's Jim Varney playing the character, but he's an old preacher man. And he's like, "Oh, this will never be disturbed. Like he'll never see the light of day again," kind of thing. And then you hear a creepy troll voice scream up that he's basically putting a curse on the town, saying, "Your, ancestors will be." In so many words, he's like, "Will get dumber and dumber until one day they set me free." And scares everybody. The townspeople are freaking out, like, "They took my baby," like, it was sad. And then it cuts to present day, and what's her name's doing
Little girl Elizabeth is doing a presentation in front of her class on this,
hmm,
and so it cuts to her, like, talking about it and stuff, and there's these bullies called the
the Murdochs?
Murdochs brothers, and they're yelling at her and booing her off and basically saying, like, "You missed the history project. You missed the assignment. That's not it," and stuff like that. Her friend Kenny is defending her and saying that he likes it and stuff. And the teacher actually defends Elizabeth and says, it is a town superstition.
Legends are a
And
big part of history.
yes, legends are a big part of history, even if um, myths and everything are all
Yeah.
a part of history. So then the teacher, being nice, starts asking her more questions like, um, and they were like, "Do you know by any chance who would be a part of like the line?" And they were like, "Well, it's supposed to be somebody who is really dumb." Like
Yeah.
apparently the family line of the Worrell line
The Whirls.
is supposed to get dumber and dumber as the errors go on. So then after that, we cut over to
Well,
Ernest.
no, she looks out the window, and he's the garbage man, and you see him drive the truck by, accidentally dragging somebody behind the truck. You're like, "Ernest, stop the truck!" And he's just dragging him down the street, not even paying attention.
Yeah, so that gives you a hint that he's a part of that line.
Fucking idiot. And so then we cut to Ernest cleaning his teeth, just a bumbling idiot, and he's super excited because he set up this whole contraption. This is where he is kind of like Pee Wee Herman in this. He makes like weird contraptions of like collecting garbage, and then he's fucking around with the garbage truck and he falls in, and his adorable dog, Rimshot, which I don't know what breed he is, but he's adorable.
Isn't he the same type of dog that was in, The Mask?
Yes,
Isn't he like he's some type of terrier?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, he's Rimshot starts pressing levers because he's a very smart dog. Uh, we will get into how smart he is a little later on, but,
Yeah, I want Rimshot. If I can guarantee our dog is like that, that's what I want.
yeah, absolutely. He starts hitting levers, and then the truck closes on Ernest, and he's stuck with all the garbage. And then Rimshot just keeps hitting levers until it starts compacting on him. So he's freaking out, grabbing whatever he could to try and like block it. And he pulls the plug, and then you see the electricity connect even though it's unplugged. And he just gets stuck and compacted in the truck. And then while that happens, Kenny and Elizabeth are walking by, and they open the truck, and you just see Ernest's head and his feet sticking out of a big block of garbage. And he just rolls over the side and like smashes on the ground. He's like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
Really quick, Rimshot is a Jack Russell Terrier. I was like, he's
Yeah,
some type of terrier, like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Adorable dog.
cute. That used to be the dog
It
back
was.
in the day. I
Yeah.
don't see those dogs anymore.
No, not so much.
Same thing with Dalmatians. I really don't see Dalmatians anymore, except for that
We have a neighbor that has one.
one. But other than that, I don't know a single other person that
N-
has a Dalmatian.
No,
The
they're
dog breed of the day is like I see everybody having some cockapoo or
some bullshit. Yeah.
yeah, some mixed poodle thing or yeah,
But
mm,
that was a big dog in the 90s. Like Wishbone, I think, was the same dog. There's a lot of dogs like
the
that.
mask,
The Mask, yeah.
that dog. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so they save Ernest. Um and then we cut to the three main kids, uh Kenny, Elizabeth, and their friend Joey, putting together a haunted house for Halloween because it's the night before Halloween.
Yeah.
It's the worst haunted house. I know they're kids, but I'm gonna be judgmental. It's the worst haunted house I've ever seen in my life.
Elizabeth starts screaming in the beginning too.
Yeah, it's just screaming, and it's like, see, isn't that scary? It's like, no,
It's annoying.
it's very annoying.
But you know what? Late at night, if someone starts screaming, I'm gonna punch them in the throat.
Punch him in the dick and run. No, no, but they go in their haunted house that they built, and it's the worst haunted house. It's like cardboard and bullshit and like fake spiders hanging, and they peeled grapes that they never show. They just mention them. And she's like, they're gonna walk in here, and I'm gonna yell, "Don't step on my eyeballs!" And it's like, all
And they're
right,
gonna step on grapes.
they wouldn't even know because they're wearing shoes. It's stupid. Anyway,
Well, no, you're crawling through it, so your hands would touch it.
I guess I'm very judgmental. That's fine. But as this is happening, the Murdochs show up. I don't know what it is with the '90s specifically, where all the bullies were fat kids with mullets. There's a lot of them. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I guess that was what it was in back in the day.
I guess that was the
Yeah.
look.
I'm thinking of Hocus Pocus right
Ice,
now.
yeah. Ice didn't have a mullet, but he was a fat kid.
Yeah, but the other one wasn't fat.
No,
He's just
but
a moron.
this is a moron, yeah. But yeah. So they start shaking the haunted house and wreck it, and the kids run out and take off as the Murdochs stay and just like crush it. And then we cut to
Don't
it's
don't they run to Ernest?
they do. They run to Ernest. Ernest, I don't know. I know he's the garbage man, but he's like a mechanic.
Yeah.
So he has a garage that he's working in, and what's his name?
He's a garbage collector.
Garbage collector. Yeah. Kenny goes to visit him,
Mhm.
and he's working on a car and he's jacking it up way too high. You only know that because they keep cutting back like to a close up of the jack starting to struggle. And he's like, "Oh, they wrecked your haunted house and you need the high ground." And this is the part where he starts changing personalities and costumes, and it's like 5 minutes of him yelling like about the Ottoman Empire and like nonsense that normal kids would have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. And then he's finally Kenny's like, "All right, so we need a treehouse then." He's like, "Yeah." And then the jack flies out from under the car and smashes the back window of the mayor's car, and he flips the fuck out. And the mayor tells the sheriff, who is
Kenny's dad.
Kenny's dad, that he needs to go out to the Hackmore place, Eartha Kitt's house,
Mhm.
and clean it up because she's this crazy hoarder. She's a giant, beautiful house, from what I could tell, but it's garbage everywhere. There's like fire and like weird statues and dolls taped to trees. Like it's creepy. And Ernest doesn't want to go out there because it's creepy.
Mhm.
But he's like, you need to go out there or you're gonna be fired. So the sheriff pulls over Ernest, who at this point is driving with Kenny and Elizabeth, and he yells at them to get out of the truck. And he's like, "I've told you, you can't hang out with Ernest. It's like an ongoing thing." And then he goes out to the Hackmore place and knocks on the door. And he's like, "Oh, guess she's not home."
She pulls him in. She's telling him, there's a curse and you're gonna be the one to unleash it. She starts reading him this book.
Well, no, that comes later.
That does come later?
Yeah. So he knocks on the door and she comes running out with like this big backpack thing. And he's trying to explain, like, "Look, I need to clean up all this garbage." And she's like, "I don't have garbage." And they're like going back and forth. And I don't, she just has a flamethrower and just shoots him with fire. And then he like runs away. He's like, "All right, bye."
I'll come back another time.
Should I just come back later? And then he shoots him with fire. So the kids get together with Ernest again later on. There's really no in between. They just cut back to them. They decide that they need a treehouse.
Mhm.
So they go back to old lady Hackmore's property because all the trees leading up to there suck. Like, he knocks on the one and it's hollowed. He's like, "Nah, too much bass." And then he knocks on the other one and it falls over. He's like, "Termites."
He originally was like, this one looks good, and then it falls over. He's like, "Never mind, too many termites."
Too many termites. And then the third one, he's like, "This is a nice one." He looks up and a bird shits on his face. He's like, "Oh, it's inhabited." So, so they keep walking and they find like a really creepy like entrance to like the dark part of the forest.
Yeah, like a fat, old, it's cursed tree, like Fern Gully. I'm gonna refer back to
It
Fern
looked
Gully.
like the tree from
It
Ferngully.
did. It did. It looked like the Hexes
Oh,
one.
God. So, yeah, it's a great tree. But they're like, "This is the tree. This is our high ground." So they take everything that Ernest has ever collected and they built this elaborate tree house.
It was kinda cool
I wanted it
what they
so
built
bad when I was a kid.
because it had, like, little gadgets and everything.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. I was shocked that these kids put it together because they put together, like, this crappy stuff in the beginning, and they were doing all the hard work of it,
Yeah,
if you think about it.
it's true.
They were putting it all together, but I guess because they had the material now.
Yeah. Now, with Ernest's help, I mean, he's an idiot, but he's actually very creative and smart with the shit he builds. So they build the treehouse, they're celebrating, and then old lady Hackmore shows up and starts screaming. She's like, "Out of all the trees you could have picked You landed on this one.
You pick the one that's cursed.
You literally picked the cursed tree of your family. Like, are you out of your mind? So she goes ranting and walking away. And he's like, all right, I better go have a chat with her and see what's up. So he goes, and as they're walking away, he's like, we're not really missing the point entirely. He's like, we're not really on your land. It's like, we're not really on your land. We're kind of above it. Can't we talk like air rights or something? Like missing the point entirely. So they go off, and then the kids are left alone in the creepy dark forest. It's very creepy. And the Murdochs show up again because they just love to fuck with them for no reason. And then they start throwing rocks at the treehouse, like, oh, this is going to be real fun to tear down. And the three kids, I don't know, they jump into battle stations and they have
Yeah.
like dog food cannons and like pizza throwers, which I don't know why they're wasting perfectly good pizza, but they're throwing pizzas,
They're throwing canned soup
canned
and
soup.
stuff at the boys, and eventually none of this stuff would hurt them. It would just make them dirty.
It is
So I was
gross.
actually shocked that they
Those cans were dog food.
oh, they were dog food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gross. Is
It's
it?
gross, but I don't know, I think I would if I was the bully. I would climb up the little ladder thing that they made,
Yeah.
and then I'd probably go and hug them with all the crap on me.
I guess. It's the 90s, though. He just pulls his pants up and walks away all defeated.
Yeah.
So,
What's the two of them?
yeah. So they're celebrating, finally beating the Murdochs, and then Ernest comes back. And they're like, oh, I didn't know she ever left her house. What did she say? And then he's like, well, she told me a story about a creepy troll that was around a long time ago that used to go after only children. Townspeople buried him under this tree, and the curse is that a family member of that line would have to place their hand on the tree like this and say, I call thee for Trantor. And of course, it's his family line. So he wakes the spirit of the troll, and you see the troll, the chain around him break. And you're like, well, fuck. So
So the kids are creeped out.
it starts like thundering and lightning.
Yeah. So they're like, we're going home. So the kids run off. They leave Ernest behind.
The kids kind of sucked in this movie. They always left Ernest alone. They're like, all right, bye.
Yeah, but they knew he was like a dumb adult.
I guess.
They'd like to, have fun with him, but then they, when push came to shove, like their parents were basically like, don't hang out with him. He's an idiot type of guy.
No. So they run off. Ernest is left alone in the treehouse. It's very dark. And he looks up, and you just see the silhouette of a giant troll just coming at him. And he's backing up, and he's like, I know Kung Fu and Tai Chi and all that. And then he kicks over a cooler and closes his eyes, and then he looks up and he's gone. The troll just disappears. So then we cut to the three kids leaving the dark part of the woods, and they're like, all right, we're going home. And Joey's like, all right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. He's like, why don't you walk home together?
Well, because Kenny and Elizabeth are the other way. So they went the other way. We're going home. They went the other way. And I guess Joey's house was in the other direction. But I agree. I think they should have all collectively went to one person's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever has the coolest parents and be like, hey, could you give my friends a ride home? Because it's storming.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done.
Go to Kenny's house. His dad's the sheriff. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. He would give them a ride home.
of course he would.
Yeah.
But then Joey looked very lost in the woods. Did you notice that? Like
He
he's
did. I was like, if I were him, I would have been running. And you know me, I don't like to run, but I've watched enough horror movies and stuff to know that if you're left in the dark in the woods by yourself, it's not good. You're usually the first to die.
yeah.
So I'd be like running. I don't know why this kid doesn't really.
Nah, couldn't have been bothered with running,
Yeah.
but he's walking and then he slips and slides into like a stream and it's muddy, so he's trying to like climb out and he's like screaming like help me, help me, help me. And he's reaching up and you see somebody grab his hand and you just hear Ernest's voice. He's like, "Don't worry, fella, I got you." He's like, "Oh, thanks, Ernest. I thought I was a goner." And then you looked up and you see the troll.
Yes, and then oh my god, the troll just looks so creepy.
It's one of the best costume designs I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really is, but I know as a kid, I would've been freaked out.
Yeah.
And then the fact that the troll, like, turns him into a wooden toy right after that, and they're not, like, cute figurines by any means.
They're in the shape of like the last movement they were making.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of them looks like them trying to like crawl away screaming. So it's
Yeah,
very creepy.
so they are very creepy looking.
Yeah. So he turns him into the wooden doll and then he goes back to the tree and he has a weird little hole in the tree with 5 little slots and he puts it in one of the slots and then you see from out of the tree these little pods growing and he's like just 4 more and it's like all right, creepy.
And then my children will be born,
Yeah.
something like that, and it's just so creepy.
And then of course Ernest runs to Kenny's house, which is his again, his dad's the sheriff, and he's yelling. He's like, there's a monster in the woods, and his head's this big, and his mouth is this big, and he's just rambling. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "There's a troll in the woods, and his head is huge, and this and that." And he's like, "All right, thank you, good night, Ernest," and just shuts the door in his face.
Uh-huh.
And he still keeps talking outside the door. Um, he then goes and starts making traps. Um, and he
I thought he goes back to I don't know what Earth's character
Oh, yeah, that's right. He goes to, old lady Hackmore's house
yes,
and
and
tells her
it tells her that she saw something in the woods,
Mhm.
and she starts telling him about the curse, and she was like she pulls out this big, huge troll book,
Mhm.
and she was like, "I always, hoped that I would have never had to open this book," and then you
But, of course, you changed all that.
yes, basically. So they
Ugh.
she starts reading him the it looks like a storybook.
It's kind of written, like, as a poem,
Mhm.
and she opens the book, and, of course, it's a picture of the exact troll. He's like, "That's the guy."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You need to stop him. It's your legacy. It's your family. You're the great redneck hope." And then he gets all excited. He's like, "The great redneck hope. That's cool."
Yeah.
He gets all excited. And then he's like, "All right, so it's my duty to warn everybody."
Yeah, and something at the end was like, something along the lines of the heart of a child.
Yeah, there's only one thing that'll stop him if you will dare the heart of a child and a mother's care.
Mhm.
So then he's like, "All right, I got to warn everybody." And it cuts to him just running through the streets of town with a megaphone yelling, "There's a troll on the loose." Just a fucking moron. And everybody's like, "What are you doing?" And then he goes to
Stay inside, hide
stay.
your children.
Oh my god,
Basically.
yeah, in so many words. And then he goes to the 2 guys who own the store. I love these 2. That was,
They're hilarious, yeah.
it's Bobby
Tom.
and Tom. Yeah, that's right, Bobby and Tom. And they're clearly con artists.
Yeah.
Like they're assholes. They run like an all, a store that has everything. And he's like, "I'm hunting trolls. Do you have anything I can use?" He's like, "Boy, do I have a deal for you. Back when I was in Vietnam or whatever, I was part of the troll hunting party," like making shit up, obviously. So I love this part of the movie because it's just he's reading off of everything he's giving him, and I don't know why. It's funny to me.
Yeah, and they sold him a whole bunch of bullshit.
$1,700 worth of nonsense.
Mhm.
And then
"This is troll spray." And then he was like, "Do you have some troll tunes?" And he's, "You bet I do."
and he's like, "Does all this come with the record of the Trolls' greatest love songs?" He's like, "Oh, do rattlesnakes kiss carefully?" or something stupid like that. And then you see Ernest come down the stairs in Lady Hackmore's house, and he's like loaded up with nonsense. And he's got like a baseball helmet and like nunchucks and stupid shit that would never work in a million years. And she just rolls her eyes. She's like, "All right, whatever."
We forgot one part that I thought was hilarious too. It was such a little thing, but, like, when she was showing him the book,
Hmm.
he at the end was like, "Is there any more pictures?"
Is there any more pictures in there? He's a fucking idiot. I love him. So he decides to set up a trap and he rigs a dumpster with like a baby doll. It's kind of like where you put the box with the stick and the string, and then something goes in and you pull it and they get trapped in there. Same concept, just with a big dumpster. Um, and he's like, "Now, Mr. Tall, Slimy, and Ugly's gonna come walking by here later saying something like, 'Oh, sure could use a rest, maybe catch a movie on the cable. I'm gonna check into this troll motel.'" And then we got him. And they're like, "It's not gonna work." So he sets that up, and then the kids go home to get ready for Halloween.
Yeah, they go home to get ready for Halloween. I think basically Kenny takes Elizabeth home.
He walks her home,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "What about the Halloween party at the school?" He's like, "You should probably stay home tonight."
Mhm.
And she kisses him on the cheek, and Ernest is like, "Aw." And then he drives Kenny home. And then Ernest goes out into the woods with, or no, Kenny walks into his garage, and the Murdochs are waiting, like hiding in the boat that's in the garage, and they jump out in costumes and tackle him, and then take off running. And then Kenny's mom comes home, and of course is useless and sees nothing. She's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's looking for his dad to warn him about the troll, and then takes his bike and just takes off down the street. Cut to Ernest in the woods setting a giant fucking bear trap, like the biggest bear trap I've ever seen. And he dresses up Rimshot like a little boy.
Like a little Boy Scout.
It's adorable.
And then says, basically, Rimshot is really smart, as we know,
Mhm.
and tells Rimshot that he's a very cute dog, but he makes a very ugly child.
Mind you, Rimshot is the one holding the giant stick that's supposed to lock down the bear trap. And once he says this, he just gives him a look and just backs away.
Yeah, he's like, "All right, screw you then."
Yeah, he's like, Rimshot, come here, give me the stick, boy, come here.
He's like, "No."
And then you just hear the bear trap shut, followed by Ernest screaming. It's so fucking funny. Um, so then we see Elizabeth in her house, and she's arguing with her mom that she doesn't want to go out.
Before that, there is another random kid
Mm.
that is skateboarding, and the troll just yeet grabs him, throws him over his shoulder, and turns him into a wooden
That's right, I forgot about that.
statue. And then, yep,
That was a scary scene.
that was scary because that was unexpected. And I was like,
Middle of the daytime.
middle of the daytime, this random troll just takes this random kid off of his skateboard. So that really was creepy to me.
It was creepy.
I was like, oh, like, didn't even give him a second to like be scared,
Yeah.
like, or process what's going on.
Legit just snatches him into the bushes.
And that's how kids get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Um, so then later on that day, well, I know Kenny realizes that there is trolls because the troll starts following him, but he gets away from the troll.
Well, he starts following him after Elizabeth at her house.
I actually think it's before Elizabeth. But anyways, we'll just continue
Yeah,
going. But he gets away.
yeah.
And then Elizabeth Elizabeth feels that there it cuts to Elizabeth.
Mhm.
She's in her room. Um, she feels that there's something under her bed.
Yeah, she's talking to her mom. She's like, "I don't wanna go to the school party, like, I just wanna stay home," and her mom's like, "No, we're all going together as a family. Get your costume on." And she's like, "Alright, well, can you at least, look under my bed? Because
Feel like there's something under there.
I thought I heard something." She's like, "Enough. Get ready, we're gonna leave soon." Her mom leaves the room.
Doesn't look under the bed. I was like, that is a shitty parent right there.
Shitty parent. Elizabeth goes and looks under the bed, sees nothing but her teddy bear. She's like, "Oh, snuffies." Grabs her teddy bear and she's like hugging it and lays down back on the bed. And, you know, jump scare for the 90s. She turns to the side and there's the troll laying in her bed, smiling at her very creepily.
Oh my god, yeah.
And she screams and then it gets turned into a doll.
Gets taken, gets turned into a doll.
And then,
After that, the troll is trying to go for Kenny.
yeah, the troll's after Kenny. Um, Kenny is, hold on, our cat is being
Get
ridiculous.
off.
Good job,
Okay.
Frankie. Our, Kenny's out riding his bike and he runs into a friend of his from school, who's would be canceled nowadays because he was dressed like a Native American. Um, so he's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for Ernest and there's, shit going on." And there's like I don't know, it wasn't a tunnel. It was like a little, uh,
Kinda like a tunnel, something you would see near,
like
like,
a
water.
construction site kind of
I
tunnel.
I guess, like, that huge piping
Piping, that's what it is.
stuff.
And you hear Elizabeth's voice coming from the pipe. And she's like, "Over here, Kenny. Come find me." And he's like, "What?" And of course, he goes towards it and looks in and sees nothing. And then he turns around and you see the troll
Taking the other kid.
turning him into a doll right in front of him. And Kenny flips out and takes off running. And I don't know how anybody ever got away from the troll. You saw how fast he was?
And he got away from him only because there was a milk truck that was right next to Kenny.
Yeah.
So then the troll dipped.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just impressive because like Kenny was like jumping fences and the troll ran right through the fucking fence like it was nothing.
Yeah,
He could have been a good football player. Um,
the troll.
that would have been great.
If
I'd
you could
watch
get
that
past his looks.
if you get a helmet that size. Um, so the truck goes by, the troll disappears. Kenny takes off. He runs to the police station to find his dad. While he's yelling like, "Dad, there is a troll."
Ernest was right.
Ernest was right. Oh, and right before that, Ernest gets his radio goes off that something he caught something in the troll trap. That was the dumpster one.
Yeah. So he takes off to the police station too.
Yeah, he picks up the dumpster without looking inside, loads it in the truck, goes to the police station. While Kenny runs in, the mayor comes in, like, "My boys are missing. Like, you need to do something. My kids are missing." The Murdochs are his sons,
Hmm.
of course. Ernest comes in, all proud of himself. And he's like, "Don't worry, Sheriff. I got him. I got him. He's right outside. Let's go." And they're like, "What?" He's like, "Shut up, Ernest. What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, no, come outside. I got him." So they go outside. Ernest opens the truck and you see a rustling and you're like, "Oh, wow, did he actually catch him?" And then you just see the Murdochs come out with their Halloween masks on because they were messing with Kenny and got caught in the dumpster. I don't know how they got caught in the dumpster. Are they just that stupid?
Hmm.
Fair enough. Okay.
The mayor was an idiot too. So
He's dumb as shit.
I would not put it past
Yeah,
that those boys were stupid too. They also put candy in there.
it's true.
They put the lollipop and they were chunkier. So
Yeah. Oh, and one of the funniest scenes when Ernest is setting that trap and it closes on his hand, and he looks back and forth like 5 times and then starts screaming. So yeah, he, needless to say, gets fired right away. Um, so yeah, he gets fired, he leaves. Kenny can't do anything. He's like, "You gotta tell your father." He's like, I can't do anything." So Ernest, he goes back to the tree, I believe.
Yeah, he goes back. Well, he actually goes to the grocery store to get some snacks because he's gonna troll hunt.
Mhm.
Um, so he's in the grocery store and he picks up like a whole bunch of like
He
hoagies
picks
and
up
whatever.
20 Hostess cupcakes,
Yes, he picks that up. He picks
a big thing of chocolate milk.
yeah, and then he goes to check out. The cashier sees the troll
Mm.
behind him lingering, and without saying, "There's a troll behind you," he's like freaked out and he's just mumbling and pointing.
He pulls a gun on him.
Yes.
Ugh.
And Ernest thinks he's playing charades with him.
Oh, I like charades.
Yeah,
Fucking idiot.
basically. And then finally, um, shoots at the cashier shoots at
Mhm.
the troll, and then his chocolate milk falls on the ground,
Until disappears.
and the troll disappears.
So then, yeah, that's right. Then Ernest goes back to the tree and he's like, "This place looks different," because the pods started growing. He's like, "This does not look like the same tree as before." And
He's calling it Brussels sprouts.
I hate Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, basically.
And then he, this is when he's in the truck with Rimshot
Mhm.
and he's driving away from the tree. Oh, yeah, the troll's at the tree and Ernest is like, "We got to warn everybody." So he goes to get in the truck and the troll runs up behind him and he opens the door and knocks out the troll. There's a lot of like running into shit
Mhm.
gags in this movie. And troll falls back. So they're driving, him and Rimshot, and then the troll jumps on the hood of the truck and you just see him out the window of like the front windshield and Ernest takes the troll away spray and starts spraying inside the car like it's gonna do anything. There's a piece of glass in front of you.
Yeah, that was pretty funny because it was so bad.
It was so funny.
That was almost as bad as him, um, hitting the door locked when the window's wide
The
open.
window was open, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Ha, you can't get in,"
He rips the door
and the
off.
troll just rips the door off and starts getting in. So then Ernest starts climbing out of the truck
Mhm.
onto his roof.
Mind you, you're wondering, who's driving the truck?
No worries, it's Rimshot.
Rimshot's driving the truck.
He's just
He's doing
steering it.
he's doing a good job
He
too.
is, he's doing a great
He's
job.
changing gears and everything.
Yep.
Ernest climbs out onto the back of the truck, and the troll is like swinging on him. The troll has a sword now, for whatever reason. Ernest is he grabs some like garden shears and he's fighting him with that, and then he gets knocked on the floor, and he has a giant rope that he throws at the troll and like knocks him off of the truck. And the troll grabs the rope and it gets hooked on the back of the truck, and he starts pulling the truck backwards because he's like super strong. And then Rimshot, again, I don't know how he's doing it, but he throws it in reverse.
First,
It's
he hits the gas a lot,
mm,
and then Ernest is like, "Wow, he's really, really, really strong." And then Rimshot hits it in reverse, and then you run over. He runs over the troll.
well, it's one continuous shot of them like 20 feet away and the truck getting thrown into reverse and flying backwards. Ernest yelling, "How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?" Then he runs the fucking troll over and he's like, "We got him." He starts driving and they go forward and he's like, "Well, where'd he go? Where the hell did he go?" He didn't say that, but he's like, where is he? He's like, we must have turned him into a pancake. Like he was be splattered all over the road. And then Troll pops up again. And Ernest gets the truck crashes. Ernest gets launched. And or no, he gets stuck in a barrel and kicked over the side. And then he gets run over by the two guys who own the store. So he's like stuck in this barrel and the truck crashes and the troll disappears.
Mhm.
So then he goes back to old lady Hackmore's house and she has a comedically large can opener that she's trying to like break him out of it with.
Uh-huh.
And that's where we hear like the rest of the poem and all that.
The rest of the poem, they discovered that there was a page that was stuck.
Mhm.
So they unstick it, and it says, to defeat the trolls, you need um milk, but L is covered in like dirt or something. It's smudged so that you can't see that it says milk.
Ernest thinks it's Miak, which I still don't know what the hell that is.
What is miak?
I don't know. I never looked it up
Is
before.
it some type of like spice or something, or miak?
I don't know. Miak most famously refers to the fictional, authentic Bulgarian Miak from the movie. Um, is it not a thing?
Uh, miak.
I think it's something made up for the movie. I could be wrong, but
I feel like it is something. It comes into like some type of jar. Um, Miak is. You know what? I'm not too sure. I feel like we're wasting a little bit too much time researching it, so
that's
we're
fine.
we're just gonna move on from it.
It's a
But it's like a
jar of
jar of
something.
something. It looks
Yeah,
like it's almost like molasses or something.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, okay. So he gets Miak. I don't know from where. And then he gets kicked down the stairs many times while he's in that barrel, like 3 times. And then we cut to the school. Um, we see the kids are having fun. They're having a costume competition, and right before that, Kenny realizes that it's no, he doesn't. This is after they go to the school. They're having the costume competition. The Murdoch kid is in the competition, the one with the mullet.
Mhm.
And I don't know why the troll thought the best course of action would be to enter himself in the competition, but he gets in line with the rest of the kids and blends in. And the Murdoch kid, of course, just starts fucking with him because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's like, your costume is, what is that supposed to be?
He's
Like,
like,
you look horrible.
I know a dork when I see one, and
Uh-huh.
he like shoves him,
Yeah.
and
So the troll takes him.
right away, he just turns and starts growling, and the kid like shits his pants.
Yeah. And all the kids now are screaming. They see a troll. The curtains open. All the adults are seeing this troll now.
The mayor runs up to save his son and gets knocked on his ass immediately.
Uh-huh. And while that's happening, um, Ernest and I don't know what her character's name is.
Old
Forgot.
lady Hackmore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're going to the school to try to warn their kids again. And
Ernest runs in right before the kid gets attacked, and he, again, the running into shit gag. He walks into the door and then goes to go open it a second time, and somebody comes out and hits him with the door again. So he walks in the gym like a bumbling ass. And he's like, "Ah, the troll." They're like, get him out. Just get out. And then the whole attack happens, and the only one who stays to fight him is Ernest. Everybody else fucks off out of the gym. He's the
Yeah,
brave.
well, they're all running, and then they all realize there's a troll. We got to go get him, type of thing. So all the parents like dip to go fight off this troll. I was kind of annoyed at this point because I was like, okay, we're all going to the woods to go get this troll,
Mhm.
but we're going with no weapons. We're just going as bumbling adults.
Well, all right. So at first, they all run out. Ernest tries to fight the troll with the Miak, and he's like, "I got your Miak," and he's like, "Miak." The troll's like, "Miak," like confused. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I bet you thought I couldn't find any this time of year. It was pretty easy. I'm very resourceful." And the troll just knocks him on his ass
Yeah.
right into the snack cart, and that's when all the ice cream from the machine falls on Ernest, and the troll freaks out and leaves. And that's when Kenny realizes mother's care is milk. That's what the troll can't stand. So him and the other kids, the one Murdoch boy that's left, and the rest of the kids, they go back to the convenience store. They load up on they steal a lot. All the milk they could find and like super soakers. And
And dairy. Well, Kenny tried to tell his dad too, it's milk,
mm,
and dad wouldn't listen to him.
that's when all the adults were like, "We gotta go out to the tree and kill the fucking thing."
Hmm. With no
No
weapons.
weapons. The only one that had a weapon was the dad.
Was the sheriff.
Yeah, he had his gun. That was it.
No weapons. How could you do that?
Yeah. So the parents go out to the tree. The kids are not there yet.
They leave their kids knowing that this troll took a kid and made them. It made no sense. Like
There's
they were horrible.
horrible parenting decisions in this movie, like
Yeah.
all the time.
I think the bloodline just got dumber for
Yeah,
everybody in that town.
100%.
Yeah.
So right before the parents get there to the tree, main troll gets back and he puts his last doll in the tree, and you start seeing the pods grow more, and then Ernest shows up and he sees that the pods start dropping. So he's trying to catch them. He's like, we can't let them hit the ground. But of course, he's catching like 5 and then dropping them all to catch more. So it doesn't do anything. Um, the pods go in the ground and start growing, and giant, fully grown trolls start popping up out of the ground. All different character designs, by the way.
To backtrack just a tiny bit,
Mm.
if we're going back to the gym, um, when the troll is attacking Ernest
Mhm.
and Ernest like flew into the convenience store, Rimshot
Oh,
cuts in,
yeah.
starts trying to pull at
Yep.
attack the troll, and the troll turns him into a wooden
That's right.
statue also.
Yep. And then, yeah, that's when the troll disappears and they bring Rimshot to Ernest. And he's like, someone with a runny nose is gonna die. And he gets up and goes to the tree.
Yeah, basically. And that's when he brings Rimshot his wooden little statue.
What am I gonna do with a wooden dog? He's like, what am I supposed to call you, Splinter? Oh.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So, yeah, the trolls start growing out of the ground. They're all different character designs, which is very impressive. Like all different costumes, clearly. It looked great. They look phenomenal. They're born with weapons, which is odd. They're coming up out of the ground with like pickaxes and shit.
Pretty cool.
It is really cool. One of the creepiest scenes in the movie for sure.
Yeah, very, very creepy. They're very creepy. And then the adults are trying to take them on, but they're just,
Getting their asses
again,
kicked.
there's no weapons.
Fucking
So
useless.
they were useless. All they're doing is like screaming, running around
Yeah.
away from, and they're just getting their shit rocked.
The fucking guy dressed like the bumblebee, I think, got it the worst because he had a troll on his back spanking him. And then Ernest was up in the treehouse and throws a bowling ball to hit the troll and it lands on the guy's head.
Yeah, and
That
it
guy
knocks out the guy
knocks him right on his
instead.
ass.
Yeah,
And then
that was bad.
the only weapon that they had was Kenny's father's gun, and they immediately take that away. They handcuff him to the car. One of the trolls eats the bullets, and another one like hits him with a paddle and shoots it out of his mouth. I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah, so they start shooting at the sheriff. Uh, the kids are all riding their bikes over from the convenience store because Kenny realizes milk is the answer. The other kids are like, I wanna help, what can we do?" And he tells them. They're kinda, like, unsure at first, but they go along with it, and they're like, "You better be right about this."
Mhm.
So they ride their bikes all the way to the woods. You see Eartha's character on the side. She had taken a bike over there, or her bike, I don't know, the brakes broke or something
The
to it.
chain fell off or something.
Yeah,
She
and then
just kicks it over.
she ends up kicking it over and just going the rest of the way on foot.
Yeah. And the kids show up and start spraying the trolls with the milk, and the trolls start dissolving
Yeah,
into, again, it's a kids movie, but it's like a bloody mess on the floor. Like it's a big pile of like gore.
yeah,
Like it's really creepy. And they're going at them. They're having fun doing it. The kids are back in the tree house. Their battle stations doing that. Ernest is changing characters again because he has a multiple personality disorder, and
yeah, so Kenny gets to him and tells him it's milk.
it's milk. And Ernest takes a big swig and then spits it in the troll's face, and it dissolves.
Yeah, so they start fighting off the trolls in the treehouse, him and Kenny's like, "Oh, great, I had to get stuck with someone who has multiple
Multiple personality disorder.
personalities."
And you got mad at the one way he killed him because he had a box of powdered milk that he threw into a fan,
Uh,
and it went all over the troll and he died. You're like, I did not think that would work.
that yeah, how does that count?
It's technically milk.
I don't know how that counts. To be honest with you, if that did count, I would point the fan out the window of the treehouse
Just let it
and
go everywhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
Done. Your troll problem is done.
Yeah. While all this is happening, the main troll goes back to his weird little hole under the tree. And I don't know who he's begging, if it's a demon or what, but he's begging to be immortal.
They're demons, and then the whole concept, like I said, the whole concept of this movie, the plot is creepy because he needs 5 children, the souls of 5 children they eat.
Mm. And he becomes technically immortal. He grows bigger and has like tentacles and horns
His
and
claws get bigger too, and then I'm like,
slimy.
"That is creepy.
Yeah.
This is a kid's movie?"
His nose was running too.
Yeah.
So all the trolls outside are dead. Everybody's cheering. Kenny and Ernest are still up in the treehouse. The new and improved giant troll comes out right behind them, and Ernest gets knocked out of the tree. Kenny's still up there, falls over and tries to crawl away, and the troll turns him into a doll and throws him out of the tree onto the ground, and then jumps out of the fort and lands directly on the doll. Now, this is my question. What would have happened if he broke that doll?
I guess you would have a broken
Child. You would have had an in-half child?
leg or something.
Oh,
I guess it depends on how you broke him, like, if you broke his leg off, then
yeah,
he'd have a broken leg,
I guess. Yeah, but the
or maybe he
parents
wouldn't come back at all
maybe.
unless he's, like, molded back together
Yeah.
completely.
Well, while this is happening, the parents are gonna run in and help, but a giant ring of fire pops up conveniently, and Ernest is backing away towards the car, and then
To get milk to throw at the troll.
and of course it doesn't work because he's too strong now.
Yeah, he's too strong. He's like, "That's not gonna work on me." And then Eartha's character, don't know her name, sorry. Uh, should have wrote it down, but didn't. Um, says that's not gonna work anymore. Like, it what is it? The heart of a child needs a mother's love or something like that?
Yeah, it's unconditional love.
Unconditional love. There you go.
Right as she says that, Ernest, it kind of kicks in his mind like the same thing, like unconditional love, the heart of a child. So then the music changes all upbeat, and he's like, "Come here, little fella." And he grabs the troll and starts dancing
You're
with him.
so cute.
Aren't you cute? And he kisses him right on the face and
Blech.
pulls back with a big piece of slobber. And he's like, ew. And he's dancing with the troll, and then the troll backs up and explodes.
Mhm.
Fucking blows up. And right when that happens, you see like ghosts and spirits fly out of the body of the troll going back into the tree. Before all of that, we did miss one more thing. Eartha Kitt, uh, old lady Hackmore, had a bag of,
Eartha Kitt.
yeah, she had a bag of dolls of her own that she put into the tree while everything was going on. Cut back to this, all those spirits go back into the tree and kids start coming back to life, walking out from the tree.
They reunite with their parents. Then there's some really, really old-timey children that come out, probably from the first time around.
Which it just the timeline fucks me up with this
Yeah,
movie.
because they said something about, like, 200 years in the past, and I'm like, "Well, then Eartha would be dead."
Yeah, Lady Hackmore would not be their sister. And they're like, Sister Francis? And it's
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it'd make more sense if it was, like, 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah, but no.
No.
She didn't look that old either.
No.
She was old, but not that old.
Mhm.
So everybody's having their, their fun conclusion. And Ernest is just sad because he's like, there's no one in that tree for me. And then you just hear the old familiar bark as Rimshot comes running out of the truck. It jumps on Ernest and starts licking him all over. He's like, "Oh, buddy," and he's all happy.
Yeah.
And then old lady Hackmore rolls her eyes and smiles, and then rolled credits.
Yep.
Ernest scared stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid. Yep.
I fucking love this movie. How? You know what? You know how I feel about it. How do you feel about this movie?
I think it's good. For a kid, probably not. I think for, like, a teenager, probably.
Hmm.
Um, it is a very stupid movie, but
Yeah,
again, it's in the title. Um, so would I agree with the 27% of Rotten Tomatoes? No. Would I agree with the 52% of the popcorn meter? Kinda. I would go, like, a little higher. I put in, like, the 60%.
there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But just because it's, like, one of those it's one of those films that you can't take seriously. And if you wanna watch, like, something that's, um, so bad that it's good, then I think this is a good contender for that.
It's fair.
I don't think it's everybody's type of humor.
It's slapstick, so no, not definitely not.
Yeah, there's, like, a whole bunch of people I would probably not recommend this film to be watched because I know, like, half of my coworkers probably would not like it, and then the other half my supervisor would because he loves everything.
I don't know about like the Monday night movie crowd that we have here. I don't know if they would like it.
I think 2 out of the 3 would like it.
That's fair.
The one that wouldn't like it, though, barely watches movies anyway. She just lets the the movie watch her.
That's fair. But yeah, I love this movie. If I had to give it something out of 10, mainly on my nostalgia alone, I'd give it like a 7.
Okay. I'd give it a 6, 6.5.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's
I
fine.
think that's fair.
That's more than fair.
I still think it's more than 50%, but I would still probably I would put it in the middle, you
Yeah.
know?
See, I'm a reasonable man. I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is an 8 out of 10. Like, no, I'll be realistic.
Yeah. I feel like I'm being realistic too.
100%.
Yes. I feel like I probably would give it a 7 also if I grew up watching this movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I grew up watching this movie, I'd probably give it like a 2 out of 10 because I'd be like, that movie freaked me out as a child, and
Yeah.
it would just be like a childhood trauma type movie.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like a lot of the horror movies, like directed towards children, some of them are better than the more mature ones. I don't know. In my own opinion, some of them are more fucking creepy, mainly because it's, kids.
You're supposed to make this for kids, and it's just like it's something evil and unleashed and eating the souls of children.
Yeah, it's that, and it's also the sense of like you think back to when you were last really truly scared, and
Mhm.
it'd be like when you're a little kid, you're alone in the dark. There's nothing that made you feel more helpless than that. So for
Yes.
them to put that kind of thing into a movie and it's just kids, you that feeling comes back a little.
Yes.
So it kind of hits home a little.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I love this movie. I love Ernest. He's such a lovable moron. And I this is one of my once a year watches, mainly towards Halloween.
I wanna do a month, maybe closer to Halloween. We'll see later on. Maybe we'll do a Summerween type of thing.
Yeah.
I wanna do, um, mostly kids' films that were that you watch basically just around Halloween time,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Even though we are the Spooky Swans podcast, but, those movies are nostalgic too,
Yeah.
like Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town.
There's Dude, Halloween Town is amazing.
Yes.
It's very corny and cringy at times, but it is still very good.
It still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanna do that 1 month,
Yeah.
a couple of those.
Another
Or we
one.
could just spread them out.
We'll spread them out probably. Another one that my sister and I grew up on that we love, which is a Disney Channel original movie, was Under Wraps, the original one, not
Oh,
the
Under
not
Wraps.
the remake garbage.
I
But
thought I don't know why I thought you were gonna say Twitches.
no,
No?
not gonna say Twitches. Oh
You don't like Twitches?
no,
You never watched it?
I have.
You have?
I've seen a
Oh,
lot
I
of those
liked
movies.
it.
I did not.
Wow.
I don't know. It was fine. It's not my favorite.
Leave a comment down below if you want me to force Josh to watch Twitches and we review
Please
that.
don't do that. Another creepy one from Disney. Did you ever see Don't Look Under the Bed?
Yes.
That
Yes.
movie was at the time scary as shit.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of kids' movies that are scary
Yeah.
that people don't really think about, or you watch it again as an adult and then you're like, this was a kids' movie?
Yeah. That's what happened with Crybaby Lane.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, this is kind of like another one of those.
Yeah. But that was my pick for the week.
Alrighty. And next week would be my pick of the week. However, because next week would be technically end of month, since we record every Wednesday for you guys, Wednesday or Thursday sometimes, we are doing a listener's choice. So I got a couple good ones. I got a couple people their first horror movie or their favorite horror movies. So last month we did Sweet Alice,
Mhm.
and that was my coworker's choice, Tiffany's choice.
I enjoyed it.
And it was really, really good. She told me not to call her coworker. She told me to call her just my friend.
Oh,
So my coworkers don't like to be called coworkers. They just want to be called my friends.
I don't call my coworkers anything because I don't like them. So I don't talk to them.
That's not true. I feel like you vibe more with your coworkers when they leave.
Yeah.
And then you guys like hang out and reconnect and everything.
Yeah. We actually have a group chat um, called The Survivors of the company I work for.
Uh,
because we were all with the company for a very long time.
yeah, and you're still there.
Still there. 11 years going strong. No, but yeah. So we will be back next week. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Oh, really quick, I wanted
Yeah,
to, I was thinking that maybe one week we could do, um, I know our light is flickering. I think that the ghost is here.
yeah. Or bad electrical. I prefer the ghost.
Uh, I want to say ghost because we are the Spooky Swans podcast. So that'd be nice. But I wanted to say that we should probably one week we should record like The Ring or something because, you know,
The ring?
yeah. So if you guys didn't know, I know it's all over the news today. Um, the girl who voiced Lilo, you might know.
Yes, that's
She did pass away.
right.
Davy Chase. So she also was the little girl in The Ring.
Oh,
So I was thinking that maybe as a tribute to her that we could do a review of that
I
one
like
of
it.
these weeks.
That'll be fun. I haven't watched The Ring in a very long time, so that'll be nice.
The Ring used to freak me out. I remembered, I think I want to say it was The Ring that I used to wash my hair really fast because I was afraid I was afraid hands were going to grab me
Ugh.
out of my
A-
hair.
After Scary Movie 3, I never took The Ring serious.
Yeah, that's why I love Scary Movie because they do take those horror movies that you are freaked out about and then they just
Ruin them.
they ruin them and then you just can't see them the same.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
But
So how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with that.
Alrighty, so
Absolutely.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that one of these weeks. Hopefully soon. We'll see.
Yeah.
But like I said, next week we're gonna be here with a listener's choice. Which one we're gonna do, we don't know yet. Maybe I don't know. I did tell you a couple of them. What are you feeling like doing? Somebody's favorite or somebody's
Oof.
first horror movie?
You'll have to tell me the list again, but we'll pick a good one for
Alrighty,
sure.
we'll try to.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will be back next week.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.